Good afternoon, everyone. To start, I would like to propose a question. Have you ever had the moment when you're searching for a word, but the right one only appears in the other language you know? Yes, I see the recognition in the audience.
Surely you've had that moment, whether you're on your English major, sitting there as anxious as you possibly can be, snapping your fingers and slamming the table, trying not to think about that one phrase you think you've mastered for life, except now you don't. As a bilingual individual, I can promise you that I find this highly relatable. And if you do too, we are not alone.
Growing up, we may have regarded this pause as a challenge or a disadvantage during our speech. As a child, we may have asked ourselves why our talking seemed weird and why there were always a few aspects or puzzle pieces that we could never fit together when speaking. However, this is a negative thread of thought. These pauses we've been experiencing, they don't represent disconnection. In fact, the opposite. Hello, my name is Iris.
And my name is Sophia.
And today, we will be exploring the mysteries of language and how you and how I can create interconnectedness together.
Specifically, in our speech today, we will be talking about two main concepts. One is the neural level, and the other is on the cultural level. To start, let's begin with the science behind all of this. What happens in our brain? Recent studies have shown that when we translate between different languages, the information is traded and intertwined through a very delicately crafted web inside of our brains.
For example, a study hosted by the National Library of Medicine, surveying 151 participants, then analyzing the whole brain networks of each and every individual, indicated that there was a high efficiency in the bilingual brain. This indicated an enhanced spreading, interchanging, and connection of information within bilingual individuals.
And that's not it. When we translate, the brain also gives us many sensory details. For example, in a recent study, it is shown that the right hemisphere of our brain gives us the information that we need, such as the structure or grammar of the word or phrase. However, it also combines with our personal experiences, our memories, and cultural aspects. Together, these form a very unique and personal interpretation of the word itself.
For example, you can try thinking of the word home and the word 家 in both English and Chinese. For me, when I think of the word home, I can portray life as a younger child back in Delaware, and I can visualize the refreshing colors of the furnishings. Instead, when I think of the word 家, it gives me a whole new sensation. It is as if I can taste the homemade food and feel the busy, bustling, but cozy atmosphere. And I believe that this is the case not only for me, but also for most of you in the audience. Despite carrying the same definition, these two words can have different connotations and meanings through different roots, pronunciations, historical backgrounds, and cultural values.
This brings the interconnectedness of language higher than just a level or system in neurology. It's more of the interaction between all of us. It's a cultural connection. It's almost like blending rich oil paint or blending watercolor, like through diluted splatters. Specifically, that's what we'll be talking about next. And we are the human bridges. We connect through vast oceans.
By frequently intertwining and switching between languages, we create bonds. We are the glue. Without knowing, only by simply speaking a few words, we can raise this level of interconnectedness to a global stage. At school, this could be translating for a peer, allowing not only yourself, but also the people around you to understand cultural differences. Furthermore, embracing our uniqueness, knowing that we have the ability to express and to allow an equal amount of voices to be heard.
Multilingualism bonds individuals that come from diverse backgrounds together as a whole to appreciate different traditions, cultures, values, and perspectives. And sooner than later, you will realize that this is actually your ability. It is your privilege. It allows you to approach problems in multiple and unique ways. You will soon realize that people have deeper connections with you because you can have a variety of different people and a variety of different sources.
In our community, this could act as a continuously interlinking and spreading chain. For example, one day you explain a foreign concept to a peer in a more familiar language. The next day, this could spread to a group and slowly seep into our communities. You see, you have the ability to create these bonds, to build up the collaboration between us, allowing us not only to be able to solve problems across cultures, communicate with interlinking perspectives, and finally, and most importantly, building stronger and more meaningful bonds together.
So, the next time you encounter that pause in speech or the awkward, wait, hey Iris, what's the English of that again?
Well, I'm not sure, but it's right there.
Yeah, I know that there's a word for it, but I'm just not sure. Don't view this as just an interruption. View this as your superpower and utilize it well. Know that it takes you to form this community, and know that it takes you to create a common language for us all. Don't just speak your language, understand them with your heart. Because you're not just simply speaking those words.
You are connecting worlds. Thank
Thank you.
you.